1862. A very strange ship launches into the water, and it is unlike many ships of its age. It is clad in plates of iron. This is the beginning of the ironclad era, where ships were no longer just made out of wood and bits of metal. These were ships that were completely encased in iron. A lot of people thought that the ship would just sink straight to the bottom, and they were found on the side of the shore taking bets, trying to see what would happen with this amazing, incredible, and to some stupid design. And the ship launched successfully. That ship was the Monitor. Now, the Monitor, it was an interesting ship from the Civil War era over here in the United States. It was decked out with two 11-inch cannons, or 280 millimeter. And these were smoothbore Dahlgren guns. So this ship was not decked to the teeth. It was also not fast at 6 knots. That's 11 kilometers per hour, or a very sad 6.9 miles per hour. It was not very big. I mean, the tonnage was only 776. The length was only 109 feet, and that's 54.6 meters. So, as you can see, this craft was clearly not large, but it was different because it had a turret that could offer it the ability to turn its twin cannons at its target. Now, I have had the opportunity to see a part of this wreck in a museum nearby, and it was phenomenal to see the history of this craft. And would you believe that at the time, this craft that was lost in a storm many years ago, it only cost $275,000. So, for the cost of a, medium-sized house here, it was actually able to have a warship, and that is just phenomenal. But why would I bring up the Monitor unless I would offer to you the opportunity to actually see the Monitor in Kerbal Space Program? And this time it won't get lost in a storm, because there's no storms in Kerbal Space Program. Ha! What's up, people? It's your boy Jatois. I'm here today in Kerbal Space Program, and we have the Monitor today, which is a very interesting ship to build in KSP because, space program. Kerbal C program, as we like to jokingly say. But we're going to see how well this thing works. Hopefully it works well. Now, of course, we don't have much for engines underwater, and we don't have much for floats. So I had to actually use a series of jumbo 64 tanks and properly align them so that it would actually float the craft. It did not want to go anywhere. And as you can see, these twin engines are not going to really get us very far. They are underpowered for the task, which is highly unfortunate. But this is a complete stock craft that is able to very slowly move in the water. And we'll see how well it's actually going to handle. So let's take our craft for a trip and see if we can. It can't really shoot because I don't have VDAC installed, but we can at least show you the moving turrets, which is pretty fun. And that moves independent of the craft itself, so we can actually maneuver the craft very slowly and have it do things. This was really just a build because I wanted to see if I could do it, and if I could make it stable, and if I could get the turret to work. Did not put any cannons on here, but I just wanted to simulate it. Hey, we're over 1 meter per second. 1.1 meter per second. That's a lot better than what I was getting. And we're not even reaching the speeds of the actual craft itself. We would have to add in more engines. Unfortunately, like I said, the water is absolutely a monster. Some of the other things I figured out in the process of doing this, if you go to your debug menu here and you bring this up, if you wanted to go out here to the water really quickly without having to use any mods or anything, you can actually just set this to 72. It starts at 74. Set it to 72 if you launch from the runway, and you will pop into the water and it will gently place you in. Don't worry about it telling you that you may be too close to the ground, because that is not sea level, so don't worry too much about it, and you'll pop right out here into the water and it'll set you down mostly gently. Do not, I repeat, do not think you can hit escape and then set this, because physics will not be restricted when it places your craft, and I can show you that in a few seconds as we intend to go out with a bang. So this is our craft here, and you can see we are just under 700 parts at 699, and the craft itself is weighing in at 947 and 800 kgs. So it is 947,800 kgs. That is a pretty large and heavy ship. So it has various parts on there that you can ignore. I tried to get it as close to 1-to-1 as I could before I had to start putting floats on here to try to get the craft to actually float. But yeah, it's a mess underneath. Don't look there. The rest of the craft is pretty sweet though. But if you come here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to launch, and it may take a little bit to launch if it doesn't air out. We'll see. Cross your fingers. This is one of the most cursed projects I've ever worked on. If it could go wrong, it has gone wrong, and I have gotten a lot of problems with it. If you were looking for an explosion, that's the explosion. Alright, so we are back. Finally. We're going to see if we can get this to do like I was going to do before. I have a bad feeling about this because I'm just going to have to reload the game again. But we'll try it anyway. Alright, let's do it. And then go ahead and resume flight. Ooh. That is a hard drop. I have a feeling like I shouldn't have done that. Oh, there it goes. So if you like what you see, and hit the like button, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. The Monitor in Kerbal Space Program, fun build, not advised, lots of errors. Will I be building the Merrimack? Most likely not. Have zero intent to really build the Merrimack. Wow. That is a spectacular explosion though. Absolutely love it. So drop me in the comment, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. For now, it's your boy Jatwan. I'm out. Peace. This is certainly interesting. Still going up though. Did we just break physics really badly? We did. We broke things. Interesting nonetheless. Well, I guess we need to see what's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna go and disappear and just let it record.